What up? You know, I made a recent video about the abundance out of abundance. You know, operate out of abundance, not lack. And in the garden, Adam and Eve, right? Garden of Eden, there was everything there. Again, we serve an abundant God. God is abundant. He doesn't lack anything. He's a creator of all things. There's nothing new under the sun. And you know, with that, I want to make a part 2 to this. With that abundant mindset, it's like learning how to raise your standards and going for more. You need to surround yourself with people and rooms that operate out of abundance and raising new standards, setting new standards for yourself, because no one's ever going to do it for you. I mean, you can do it yourself. You can raise the standards for yourself. But when you fall short, because we all fall short, right? At some point, like, of thinking you can do, or not thinking you can do more. At one point, this is good enough. Like, you get to a point, even if you reach like an extremely high level, you need to always want to push for more, push for another set, another rep, whatever, in any arena of your life. And, God works the same way. He stretches you. He pushes you to new standards. And pushing and raising the standards is what grows you. God continuously grows you. You think God, in order for him to grow you, you think he's gonna keep you comfortable? God never does that. He doesn't operate that way. He operates by stretching you. He breaks you. He molds you. In order to mold, in order to forge, you need to grow. Growing is painful. Growing is painful. Raising your standards is painful. It's uncomfortable, but it needs to be done. I used to operate out of a place of comfort in each area of my life. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. I've always heard that, and I believed it, right? And I slowly, over the years, I realized, I was like, damn. I was slowly letting myself go. Because it started off in one area, and then I got into another, and another, and another, where I just became a bitch. Comfortable, right? And comfort costs more than you're willing to give up. More than you think about. More than you truly understand in the moment. It can cost you your future. It can cost you your present that you're living. I mean, it definitely costs you your future. But majority of people live their life in comfort. Like, hey, again, connecting it to the lack, right? Abundance mindset, lack. If I just get here, why do you think I'm going to go for the maximum? Not saying that you need that. But what do you want to go strive for more and then fall short a little bit? I think anybody would, right? Instead of saying, I'm going to go for $10,000 a month, so you're going to go for 30. I don't know. Just a thought. And then you fall short at 20, 15. I think anybody would want like an extra 5, 10K in their bank account every single month, right? And the point is, that's like the comfort zone. That's like where you grow. Outside of the comfort zone. So it's like, if you set goals, if you set standards that are semi-achievable, two fucking things. This just came to my fucking mind. If you set goals, damn, this shit hit me in the spot like a motherfucker. If you set goals, and you set goals so small out of a place of lack, because this is the thing too, out of lack. When you set goals that are small, you don't include God, because you can do it on your own. It's so small that you can do it on your own. Usually, right? You need to set goals so big that you cannot pull it out. Damn, that's some bullshit. Pull it off without God. You cannot pull it off without. Twigging. You cannot pull it off without God. You cannot pull it off without His help. You cannot pull it off without having Him give you wisdom and guidance in the situation, giving you direction on how to go about things. The moment that you set a goal that's achievable for you and you alone, you stop co-creating with God. You exclude God. Why? Because you think your wisdom is enough. You think your experiences is enough. And I fucking did that shit. I did not exclude God, but I didn't include Him purposely. Like, I didn't exclude Him purposely, but I didn't include Him. And it's because my goals weren't that big. My goals were achievable, and I was hitting them on my own. That's a problem. That's a problem when you don't strive for more. That's a problem when you operate out of lack. That's a problem when you don't operate out of abundance, because God is abundant. God wants to give you things. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about prosperity. I'm just saying God, more than anything, wants a relationship with you. I'm not saying go to God because you need something, X, Y, and Z. No, you need a relationship. But how beautiful is it? Think about like a relationship spouse. If we have, if we're married, why would and we're on the same team, right? Why would I create goals and not tell you about them, and just hit the goals by myself? How can our relationship thrive, and how can we grow together if I choose to grow alone? I'm choosing to grow alone. It works the same way. It's like, if I'm not telling you something, if I'm not including you in my goals, are we really growing together? No, we're not. We're not. We're not growing together. We're not on the same page. We need to be on the same page. God wants to be on the same page. He doesn't move. It's us that moves. You need to raise your standards again. Grow outside of your comfort zone. Push yourself. I don't know this video. I kind of jumped around a little bit, but different things. So the thing is, raising your standards, and God would allow you to raise. Like, God will push you to raise your standards. Like, I would be like, you can pray for something. He'll be like, not this. Let's do this better. And it's always going to require you to have faith and pull you outside of your comfort zone where you're currently at. Set bigger goals, because it's going to benefit you. When you set big goals that you cannot do by yourself, you lean more on God. You will never be steered the wrong way when you lean more on God. Only when you lean more on yourself and your own understanding, that's when you fuck up. That's when you shoot yourself in the foot. So don't be that guy. Don't be the one that falls into comfort. Don't be the one that says, okay, good enough. And I'm not saying that you should never have enough. Be content. Be happy with everywhere, every stage, every process in your life. But again, God wants us to improve. And I'm not talking about prosperity. I'm not talking about finances. There's that too, right? But why would we stop? Jesus came on a mission. And he was a man on a mission that completed his mission. He completed his mission, and every day he became a better person. We're called to be more like Jesus, to be a better person, to become better every day, 1% better every single day. Why do we get to a certain place and think, okay, that's good enough, this is good enough, I'll stop here? There's no fucking benefit to that, my nigga. My bad. There's no benefit to that. You don't get anywhere by saying this is it, it's good enough. You get better by growth, and growth hurts. Growth is painful. Standards that are constantly being raised, the bar that's being raised, is painful, but it's the best path to go on. Faith is hard. Fear is hard too. So you could either operate out of lack or abundance, or faith or fear. You choose. Abundance and faith are always the better options. Don't forget that.